Hello, all you fabulous first graders. This is Mr. T, and I am going to share with you one of my favorite things to do. I am so excited to show this to you. I love shark teeth. It's my favorite hobby. We're going to take a look into all of Mr. T's best finds in the last 9 years, so enjoy. Here's a picture of a Megalodon tooth found in Minnesota, Florida. That's my wife's hand right there. A Megalodon. This Megalodon was probably about 45 feet long. Absolutely amazing. Look at the serrations and the knives on the side of that tooth. So here's some other Megalodon teeth that I found. There's a half tooth right here, and then there's actually some little small fragments of teeth, and some can be big and some can be small, but they're all Megalodon. These are bison or horse teeth, and just like we have horses now, they had horses back then, and those horses were probably maybe eating, or they died by the water, and I found these teeth in the water, just like shark teeth. This is a giant mackerel shark tooth. On the left is a big one, and on the right is a small one, but it's 2 inches, and if you had teeth like that, you could eat a lot of food. This is actually a prehistoric snail shell cast. It's not a real snail, but it's a cast of a snail, and I found that as well, and it's very tiny. These are stingray stingers. The crocodile hunter was actually killed by a stingray stinger, and these are the kinds of stingers that have been petrified for 20 million years. Anything that's black like that is something that's between 15, 20, and even 30 million years old. And now these are pufferfish pellets, these are stingray jaw bones, and stingray jaw bones come in sheets, and they just break apart into these little segments like this. But this is the biggest one I've found, and it's actually 1 inch long, so that's a really big one. And this is a dermal plate of a stingray, probably a very tiny stingray, but it's still a dermal plate, and it was from a stingray. Now, these are the pufferfish pellets I was telling you about, and they come in all different colors and shapes and sizes. So your palate is the top of your mouth. If you go inside your mouth, on the top, the roof of your mouth, that's what this is, of a pufferfish. Some are big, some are small. I've seen some that are like even tinier than a centimeter, but they're really fun. Now that is a drumfish tooth. It's the only drumfish tooth I've ever found in 9 years of looking. It's very small. They're very small, but it's really cool to be able to have one, and I love to be able to find that and share that with you. I'm not exactly sure what these are, but I think they are octopus suction cups. I think that's what they are. I'm not 100% sure, but the research that I've done, that's the only thing I can find that looks anything like this. So they are from a very old octopus. That, I bet you can guess. Anybody ever been to Red Lobster and had crab? And that's a crab shell, a very old crab shell. It's actually hollow in the middle. I should have taken another picture so we could have seen right through the middle there. I found a smaller one, but it actually broke the other day when I was organizing my shells. So this is my last crab shell I have left. Oh, these are some of my favorite teeth to find. These are sand sharks and tiger shark teeth. The ones on the bottom, the 2 big ones on the left, I found in a Mississippi River with my father-in-law. But all the other black ones on the top and on the paper and on the right of the paper, they are all teeth I found in Minnesota. And I found all of these. All right. These 2 teeth on the left are teeth of an animal that's still alive today. That is an alligator. That one is really big, so it must have been a big alligator. And the other one is pretty small, probably from a little alligator. But that tooth on the right is also from a creature that's still alive. It's from a barracuda. Now, it looks like that little one on the bottom on the left, but it's flat. So it's very, very different than that other tooth. And both of these 2 animals are still alive. Alligators are alive, and barracudas are alive. Neither of them you probably ever want to meet out in the water. Oh, these are some of the best teeth that I find this tooth all the time. These are lemon shark teeth. And you can see that one next to the 1 inch, that thing is big. The 3 across the top are really nice, but that bottom one down by the 2 inch, That's the best one. You want to know why? They look like a T, but the part that crosses the T on the top, that's the gum line. That's where they fit into the shark's mouth and hook on, in the gum line. And whenever the full gum line is there, you've got yourself a great tooth. But it's even better, like the bottom one, when it's nice and pointy. So when you can find a full gum line and a pointy bottom, you found yourself a great tooth. And these lemon sharks are still alive today as well. But these 5, probably 20 million years old. This shark is also still alive today, and it looks like a giant tooth, but it's actually not. Look at the code, 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters. It's a tiny, tiny tooth, but it's the most aggressive shark in the ocean today. The bull shark. If you like bull sharks, this is a bull shark tooth, and you can see the knives and the serrations on the side of its tooth, of this tooth, and they are ferocious, aggressive sharks. Definitely don't go swimming in the morning, and don't go swimming when the sun goes down. That's when the bull sharks come out. This is what hooked Mr. T on finding shark teeth. This is a Mako shark tooth, and it was the first big tooth that I found. And you can see it's bigger than an inch, and it's beautiful. The gum line is not black yet, so it's not a 10 million year old tooth. It's probably more like, a million, maybe 1.5 million. But the bottom part has turned black, but the top is still white. But what a gorgeous tooth. And when I found that, that's what hooked me. I wanted to keep looking for shark teeth whenever I could. Look at these little tiny baby teeth. So that tooth in the middle is a hammerhead shark tooth, a very old extinct hammerhead, or not extinct, but 10 million to 15 million year old hammerhead shark. And I just want to show you that sometimes shark teeth are big, and sometimes they're just tiny. And these are just 5 little baby tiny teeth. That animal is also still alive, but it's not a shark. Notice it's not sharp and pointy, but it is a tooth. It's the tooth of a manatee. That is a 15, 20 million year old manatee tooth. Very cool to find that. Oh, these teeth are so fun to find. But notice, I don't have very many good ones. I think they're really fragile. That little tiny one in the middle on the paper, it's like maybe 3/4 of a centimeter. It's just teeny. But it's called a Snaggletooth Shark. And anytime you see a curved tooth with lots of knives and serrations, that's a Snaggletooth Shark. And they're fun to find because I love finding teeth that have serrations on them. All right. Those 2 teeth at the bottom, they are from an extinct tiger shark. And the 2 top ones on the outside are from tiger sharks that are still alive. So on the top row, the 3 in the middle and the 2 on the bottom are extinct. But the 2 outside ones, you can tell they're a little bit different. And the top row, the 2 outside teeth, are tiger sharks that are still alive today. And I found all of those. I thought that this was a turtle shell, but I did some research and found out it wasn't a turtle shell. It's an alligator bonied armor plate. So it's a plate on the alligator's back. And I found a piece of probably a 15 million year old piece of alligator. These are bones. They are not teeth. They are bones probably that got eaten by an animal with teeth like a megalodon or a great white. They're whale bones. There are chunks of whale bones all over down at the key in Minnesota where we go. And that's a pretty good chunk of bone there, almost 2 inches long. When I was in Mississippi and I found those really 2 big pointy teeth, I also found a couple of arrowheads. These arrowheads were found in a river in Mississippi. What a great find. Not only are there teeth, but does anybody have any idea what those are? I've done some research. I think that they are Civil War shells. And I found them right in the water, just like we find the teeth. They were right there. And I'm going to hopefully go down to the History Museum in Minnesota and try to verify that these are from the Civil War. Online, I've seen a picture of the top left one. It looked exactly like the one that I found here. And then I ordered in a couple of special hand models to show you all the rest of my teeth. There are 30,000 plus teeth in that little rectangle. And, I'm not going to say anything about Mrs. Mahmood and Mrs. Lowry, but they actually did a really nice job of showing how many teeth there were. That's whose hands they are. So thank you, Mrs. Mahmood, and thank you, Mrs. Lowy, for helping. But there are a lot of teeth in there, and they're really fun to touch. They feel really neat. So if you are ever interested in learning more about shark teeth and you want to know some of Mr. T's secrets and a place to go, remember this. Minnesotans go to Minnesota for shark teeth. Minnesota Key, Minnesota Beach in Florida is where I found basically all of these teeth, except for a few in Mississippi. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I love finding shark teeth. If you have questions and you want to ask me, please find me and ask me, or write me a note and ask me, and I'll try to write you back. But this is one of my favorite things to do, and I'm glad I got to share it with you. I hope you guys have a wonderful time, and happy shark tooth hunting, everyone. Goodbye.